Hey guys, walking around the show floor at Interbike. I was actually hanging out with Chris Nolte from Propel.
Hey guys.
You know, we were cruising by the Benno booth, and these are some bikes that I think you and I reviewed in Brooklyn a while back, right?
Yeah, for sure. And they're just awesome. And now with like new colors, new styles, it's really exciting.
This is cool. I like this mixed color. And Ben, what's your role at the company?
So I'm in charge of sales at Benno Bikes.
Cool.
And as Chris was saying, we've got some new models, some new colors, some new accessories.
Can you mix and match? Like, what's going on with this?
Yeah,
right here?
absolutely.
This is nice. So there's the utility rack. You've got like a small one and a bigger one.
Correct. We have the utility front tray, and recently we introduced the mini front tray. And they do mix and match between the boost. We have the eJoy and the eScout on the back side. The tray works between all the bikes.
Okay.
So super modular.
Yeah.
For the back end of the bike, we have our new rail systems. We have the half rail, the high rail, and over there underneath the camping stove is the platform rail.
The adventure rails.
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
it's like a safari rack on the top of that thing.
You're ready to go. Let's go camping later.
One of the things I noticed about this rack system is that it's frame mounted. So like when you're steering, you're not gonna, dump your supplies.
Yeah, you've got you've got your carton of eggs in the front. You've got your little dog in the front. The last thing you want to do is be throwing them off the bike.
No, we don't want that.
So,
keep the puppy safe.
So it's a little more stable. You can hold more weight because of it.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to carry things that way.
But speaking of safety, so I noticed that you guys have like the double tubing and that the lower rail is slightly, and I think that's for fingers, right? So if you're passing a wall, you don't like shear the fingers off of your precious little ones.
You must look at a lot of bike stuff because not many people recognize that. But that's Benno's thing. He looks at every little detail. And if this bike's going to fall for some reason or you're going to crash, the first thing that's going to hit is this part of the rail. And as you said, most of the little kids, they put their little fingers on here, but now they're protected.
And this is spongy. That's sweet. This is the Yep or Thule, right? So you got the maxi setup, and you've got some panniers and some, it looks good. But now tell me about this. At first I was like, did they cut it in half or what's going on?
So like we have the high rail here, which most people use for when they have little children, just put the child up in the seat.
Yeah.
Benno has a 13-year-old
Wait,
daughter.
can you put two? Is there room for two seats?
It'd be a little tight. So with the easy fit, it has to go in the center, so you can only fit one.
Oh, because it's got the window, right?
But Thule does have a new seat that clamps on the outside. Correct. I would recommend one. Our bikes really are more, I would say, less truck and more SUV.
Okay.
So right now, we're focusing more on one child.
So what's going on with this thing down here? I want to know the story.
Yeah, right on. So again, Benno has a young daughter, and when she was little, it was no problem using the high rail, pick her up and put her over the rail.
Yeah.
But she's 13 now, and what he found with the high rail, she was climbing up over the bike, over the rail, and then when they get to their destination, she was jumping off.
Oh,
and
sweet.
he was just like, I can't have her jumping off my bike. This isn't good. So he's like, well, this is silly. Why don't I make a bench? So this is a half rail with the pads, and you literally just walk up to the bike and you sit down. It's
Can
like
you just literally show me what that looks like right now?
It's pretty difficult,
Oh yeah, look at this. Yes, look at that.
We have the new the mini side loaders here, so you have a spot to put your foot or your feet.
And the little
wheel
mesh.
guards, keep the little toes out of the spokes. And
this is sweet,
just
man.
a nice complete system here.
So tell me about the drive systems, because I'm seeing the Bosch Performance line, and then we've got the Purion displays and stuff, but I thought I saw back there, maybe there's another motor system too.
So we have a lot of new things for 2019 with the Boost. It's going to come in 3 different motor systems. You have the Performance, which is currently on the Boost.
Yeah.
But 2019, we added the CX and the Speed. And with the CX and the Speed, you'll also be able to run a dual battery system off of it.
Whoa, so that's what's going on. Yeah, so you go extra long range.
So it will come with one battery stock. That will help keep the price down, but if you want to add one, you just buy the brackets, the battery, done.
I like that, and I really like, look at this. They got the light way up front. It's going to point where you steer. I thought it might vibrate a little bit, but this is not a suspended bike, so a lot of the comfort's going to come from like the bigger tires and stuff.
And so the light out front, that way if you have something in the front tray, you're not blocking
You're
a
not
light.
getting blocked,
It's a thicker fender, and you have the second strut now, so you don't get the vibration that you would normally get from a light fender.
2 fenders, okay, or struts, like you were saying. A lot of colors too, man.
Lots of new colors for this year. I think the palette is definitely growing, will appeal to more people.
Are you just like friends with Surface? I mean, they do accessories, right? Like lights and stuff? Like what is...
So Surface was actually always behind the scenes with us.
What?
Yes. So the owner of The owner of Surface actually invested in Benno Bikes USA, who was the original distributor.
Oh.
The brand has grown so much that we had to bring in the Surface personnel, the Surface resources, so it was just a natural fit to bring it all back together. So now they are the sole distributor in the US.
Well, it's okay, so let's show me this other stuff. We got a whole camp stove set up here with the safari rack, and even like this reminds me of like when I was in high school and people had trucks and they would build like roll cages all the way around their truck.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously this is our full camping gear bike, and the idea is you can haul a lot on this bike, yet the bike is only a couple inches longer than a standard bike, so you feel like you're riding a nimble bike, but you're carrying a lot of load.
Yeah, it's like a compact cargo bike. I like that.
Nailed
and
it.
24-inch wheels on this thing?
So on the Boost, it's 24-inch wheels, 2.6-inch tires, so low center of gravity,
Plus
super
size
stable.
tires. Sweet, dude.
Super stable, super fun to ride.
Okay, now what's this? What's going on with this?
Yep. So we've had the eJoy for about a year now, and this is the Boost Lite. So if someone thinks that the Boost is maybe a little too much bike for them, we have a little bit lighter version bike. Still super utility. Obviously the front trays that work on the Boost also work on the eJoy. Has an oversized rear rack, not quite as big as the Boost, but still can carry a decent load. The eJoy currently comes with the Active system, but for 2019 it's going to the Active Plus.
Oh, good call. Chris and I were just talking about that, and I was like, you know, for cargo and stuff, the Active Plus gives you 5 RPM faster, so instead of 100, it's 105, a little bit more torque.
Correct. So you're going from 40 to 50 Newton meters, just a little extra kick in the pants.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
This is cool.
And for 2019 is the eScout. Sorry, it's basically the brother of the eJoy.
Okay.
It's also going to have the Active Plus system. It's a little bit again lighter version than the Boost, but still an oversized rack. All the utility front trays, the panniers all fit on eScout. More of your local commuter, but you can still carry a decent load on there.
And these are both 26-inch wheel size, is that what we're saying?
So this is 26. The eScout's actually 27.5.
27.5. I must have missed that for a second.
Nope, so a little bit bigger, a little bit sportier bike in general than
lower
the
attack angle.
There you go.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, nimble to ride around the city.
You got the little locks built in, the cafe locks and stuff.
It's just a fun line. I think that's the main thing Benno's trying to do. He's trying to really bring in function, but he's trying to make utility fun.
Yeah.
You know, with the fun colors and just the style and the frame angles and everything like that. It's just make utility fun.
Well, I really appreciate your time, Ben. I'm hoping to check these out later in the year, do some reviews and stuff. Chime in with your questions, guys. I'm going to post this back at the forum so you can discuss. And you guys sell all these accessories, right? These are like Benno approved accessories through your website?
Specifically for our bikes.
What's your website?
BennoBikes.com.
BennoBikes.com. Rock on. Thanks, dude.
All right,
Have a good show.